Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fortress Comic News Top 5 Must Buy Comics for January 24th, 2018. I am, as always, Chris. Let's talk some comics. So, we're going to start at DC Comics with Doomsday Clock number 3, written by, of course, Jeff Johns, drawn by, of course, Gary Frank. Now, this book has been really good and really slow, and it has been doing a really good job of keeping the story going and keeping us interested, even though I don't think a lot's happening. But the book and issue 2 ended with a huge cliffhanger where Rorschach meets Batman and Ozymandias meets Lex Luthor. Basically, their counterparts on the DC universe. So I really look forward to see what's happening there. It looks like we're actually going to get into some things in the DC universe and the interactions there. And with Mime and I believe it was not Mannequin, but well, you'll correct me below. And them meeting what I'm assuming they're going to meet Joker and Harley Quinn. I mean, there's so many cool interactions we can get here, and I really look forward to reading more of it and seeing the story kind of pick up and run off to the races. Next, we're going to move over to Marvel. I have Legion number 1. This is written by Peter Milligan with art by Wilfredo Torres. So, anyone doesn't know, Legion is the son of Professor Xavier, who has multiple personalities. And each personality has a different mutant ability. Really cool concept, really neat idea. And in this book, Peter Milligan is taking the idea of one of the personalities is starting to take over and absorb all the personalities. And it's not a good personality, so Legion needs to find a way to fix this. And he goes on an adventure of trying to do this. 5-issue series, should be a lot of fun. Peter Milligan, I mean, he's an amazing writer, been doing a lot of things throughout the years at Marvel, especially X things, so can't go wrong. Sticking with Marvel, it's in the title, Marvel 2-in-1. This is written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Jim Chung. So, the first issue I picked up on a whim was like, I like Chip Zdarsky, let's see what he's got with this whole thing, even though I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan. And I picked it up, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite books of the year. If it wasn't just one issue, it probably would have been in our awards show. I love the first issue. The art is amazing. Jim Chung really just killed it with everything in that book. And, the story continues. So now we're trying to find out what the secret of Reed Richards is. And, of course, we gotta go to Monster Island. Where else would we go, right? And Johnny Storm and Thing have to go there and race against the clock, while also racing against Dr. Doom. So, book's been fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Thing is always a great character. And it looks like we're racing towards the return of the Fantastic Four. So, if you didn't read the first issue, grab a second, third, fourth, whatever printing, and jump on with issue 2 because the first issue was so good. I don't see the second being any worse. Once again, staying at Marvel, I got Avengers number 677. Like I said last week, this book is probably going to be on the list every week until it either falls off the rails or I don't know, but it hasn't done so yet. This is written by Al Ewing, Mark Waid, and Jim Zub, with art by my favorite name in comics, Pepe Lorez. Last issue, we finally got to know who this mystery character was that was a founding person of the Avengers, and what her power set was, and what happened to her throughout the years. And kind of got a glimpse into her personality. So, continue on with that. We got a Quicksilver story in here. And, just moving on with the storyline. The first 2 issues are really good. A lot of intrigue, a cool concept, and a lot of characters. So I definitely suggest jumping on this train as soon as possible. And I'm going to finish over at Image Skybound with Redneck number 9. This is written by the great Donnie Cates with art by D. Kunif. I always feel like I screw up that name. Maybe one day I'll find out if I'm right or wrong. So the last issue ended on a giant cliffhanger, as most comics tend to do. But we ended with our main character being surrounded by a bunch of people, a secret getting out, and a character that has gone missing. So what's going to happen next? We'll find out on Wednesday. Really great book. Once again, you're not reading it. I'm sure the first trade is out there. I know Donnie's on Twitter all the time talking about the reprints, so I know reprints are available. This is a book that is worth checking out. Really love it. A lot of fun. Cool vampire story, and not a typical vampire story. So everybody, thanks for watching this video. I love that you guys enjoy these videos. Remember, if you are enjoying it, give us a thumbs up. If you're not, give me a thumb down. Let me know. I want to see how, what the feeling is out there. And remember, visit us at fortrescomicnews.com and all of our other links like patreon.com/fortrescomicnews. And as always, keep reading those comics.